Day 6 was a travel day from Denali to Fairbanks, and it was also Linda's birthday.
All right, so I must give you some news though, not happy news. We've already lost 2 to COVID. All right, yep, it's all happening. Tomorrow you're gonna have the test. Look at even the river looks a little bit up today. Now again, that's beautiful, isn't it? That river starts up in the Alaska range at the Nenana Glacier, which melts from the south side of the Alaska range, then comes around, cuts through this canyon, and makes its way north. It's going to join up with the Tanana River, right near where we're going to make our morning coffee and restroom stop. We're going to stop at a historic store in the little village of Nenana for our morning break today. So the big white building that's coming up, you'll see it shortly, is an employee dormitory for Holland America Princess, but it's not called the employee dormitory. It has another wonderful name, which is the Death Star. This afternoon, we are going to go to what I think is a super impressive auto museum, where some of the first vehicles that actually made it up to Alaska are on display. This museum, that I just think it's world class. So just here on the left, I don't know if the museum is open. It's closed. Oh, they usually open around 9, but maybe they decide not to come into work. Alrighty, folks, so I called up Talon, the owner of the place here.
On the way, we stopped in Nenana at Coghill's store for a bathroom break and some yummy cinnamon buns. Just down the street is the historic Alaska Railroad Depot.
Bye, Talon. Bye, Talon. So, the Nenana River on the left, coming in, they're doing some dredging, and this is the mighty Tanana River. We're crossing the Veterans Memorial Bridge right now, so we'll be seeing a bit more of this mighty river, and that's the railroad bridge there on the right-hand side. So, beautiful little Nenana. I hope you enjoyed that cinnamon bun. I am on a sugar high right now. First discoveries. Look at that view to the right. That is so beautiful. Anyway, and the state made $900 million.
By the way, we just entered Fairbanks, so you guys made it here. Yay! The second largest city in all of Alaska, no matter what Juneau says when you go down there. Just tell them to read Wikipedia, because Wikipedia says Fairbanks is second. I think the population within the city limits of Fairbanks is about 32,000 folks within the city limits. And here in the borough, we have boroughs here instead of counties. Our boroughs are about the size of the state of New Jersey. There's about 8 million people live in New Jersey. Here in the Fairbanks North Star borough, there's about 100,000. A little bit more room to spread our wings.
Once in Fairbanks, Alaska, we visited the University of Alaska's Fairbanks Museum.
And we got a nice view up here too. Get up here. This building right here on the right-hand side, that's they house a supercomputer in there for the university. This university was established in 1922 as Alaska College of Agriculture and School of Mining. They had 7 students and 15 faculty members. 4 years later, they graduated 1 student. Currently have about 6,800 students.
follow me in. There's restrooms available in here, of course, as well. And the movie does start at 11, so I do recommend it if you're interested.
There were many examples of wildlife, artifacts, and fossilized dinosaur bones. They have a small theater where we watched a movie presentation on the Northern Lights.
Alaska, they have to have it as well. So yes, indeed. Yeah, you'll have either. There's our boat that will be on tomorrow morning off to the right. Not really.
It was too early to check in, but we went to the Fairbanks Princess Riverside Lodge for lunch anyhow.
So 1:30 will be our departure time. We're going to head in and go to the restaurant. The Edgewater. Yeah, leave all your things on the bus because your rooms are definitely not ready at noon. Alright, so we're going to be here till 3 o'clock.
After lunch, we went to the Fountainhead Antique Auto Museum, something we didn't expect to see in Alaska.
Alright, take your time and wander around inside. So folks, as I mentioned, just relax for a second while I go inside and get things set up.
Here's a 1905 Advanced Traction engine located just outside the museum. The quality of restoration work on these cars was outstanding. In addition to the cars, the museum also displayed period clothing. Linda wanted one of these cute little Austins. Look at these beautiful engines. After the museum visit, we made a short stop at Krema's refuge. When this dairy farm closed in the 1960s, local, state, and federal funds were used to purchase the land for a bird sanctuary. 75% of the funds came from taxes on sporting arms and ammunition. We returned to check in at the Fairbanks Princess Riverside Lodge. This is the view from our room, number 1116. We went to Pioneer Park for salmon bake and evening entertainment. This is the entrance to the salmon bake. After the bake, we walked around Pioneer Park. This is the Nenana sternwheeler, which was built in the 1930s. Many of the old pioneer cabins from the Fairbanks area have been moved here to Pioneer Park. Each has a sign describing the story behind the cabin. We finished the evening at the Palace Theater and Saloon. Here, we watched a 1-hour old saloon-style bawdy musical review of the history of Fairbanks. There were 4 actors and a piano player. It was a funny, entertaining show.
And can I do it with a Winnie? I flare my nostrils,
And I am straight from Paris. I do the can with petite queries. I cause scandals and rumors by showing my bloomers. Doing the can Parisian.
We headed back to the bus and back to our hotel where we finally crashed for the evening, ending day 6.